How's it going, man? Thanks for jumping on.
Of course, I'm doing great. How are you doing?
Doing all right. Where are you? Where's this? Is this your house? Is your
This is my friend's house here in LA, and yeah, I'm enjoying the sunshine.
cool? What part of LA? I'm in Toluca Lake, right next to Burbank. Where about are you?
That's a great question. I think I'm in the hills.
Hmm. Of course
In
you
the
are.
Yeah.
I'm in the hills.
No, no worries, guys. Just in the
Yeah,
hills, but
that's cool. It's not too far from me. I think you're. I'm guessing that's like Laurel Canyon, up in that area that you're in.
probably I think that sounds right-ish.
Yeah. It's honestly it's a weird maze up there anyway. You just keep seeing Mulholland everywhere, and you're like, I'd swear Mulholland's that way. How is it
Oh,
this way as well?
dude, and the roads are like this thin. Like you drive, and there's no even a smart car. It's like what do you? I don't know how they were even constructed that way, or like how
Yeah.
people are comfortable driving in that. I
I,
wouldn't even ride a scooter in that road. Like it's so scary.
Yeah, I don't think they were constructed that way. I think it's just all really mudslides that have just turned into permanent roads at this point, right?
Right.
Yeah.
That,
How are you? Are you driving yourself around here? What's that like?
well, just usually, like if I come here for a week, I'll drive from Vegas. But if I'm here for like 1 or 2 days, I just fly in. So I just Uber. Um, but Ubers are just so expensive, so it's so
Yeah.
annoying.
Is there a
But
lot? Is there a lot of honking, a lot of road rage going on for you?
definitely more than I'm used to. So it's like sometimes I've been in Ubers that just slam on the brakes and like, bah, 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 and it's like, oh gosh, like I just try and stay quiet in the back. I don't want to be that mom that's like, get out of the road, you idiot. So,
When did you get here? How long ago did?
I've been here since yesterday. I'm just coming in just for a couple of sessions
Yeah.
and yeah, just a quick little LA trip.
Wow. So do you fly into Burbank then, or LAX?
Uh, if there's a cheaper flight on Burbank, like a cheapish one, then I do Burbank for sure.
Game
I am
changer.
I am not an LAX fan. I will tell you that.
No, no. And any friends who say, "Can you come pick me up at LAX?" Or they say, "Can you come pick me up at the airport?" Which airport? Burbank, yes.
LAX, no, I will make an excuse. There, yeah, you just can't go there, or else it's gonna be like a multiple hour trip.
That's yeah. And I'm not that close of friends with anybody to want to do that. Hey, we're from. You're born in Seattle, right? Where about in Seattle were you born?
Yeah, 40. It's like 45 minutes northeast of Seattle's called Monroe, a town called
No
Monroe.
kidding. Okay, I grew up in Auburn, so I'm not too far. I mean, I
Oh
guess
no way.
that's actually pretty far, but still, in considering in the size of the world, that's pretty close. So
Yeah, it's like an hour and a half. And I used to dive. I did dive in high school, and I dove in Federal Way, so it's like
yeah,
close area.
yeah, right up on the hill there. That's cool, man. It's nice to see
That's,
like Seattle people making it.
I know, right? It's the
Yeah,
best.
yeah. There's a handful of them right now. Do you ever talk to Surf Mesa? Because I know he's from up there as well.
We actually know each other. Yeah, yeah,
Oh, good.
yeah. He's a great kid, very talented too. But yeah, he's in like Sammamish or is it Bellevue?
Oh, he's. I think he's here now, but I don't remember exactly where he's from, but yeah, it's good to see Seattle peeps. Is that where you came in from, or do you go back to Seattle very often?
Um, I actually was thinking of going back to Seattle this weekend, but I live in Vegas.
How's that?
Vegas is that's a whole nother story.
Yeah.
It's like the literal opposite climate of Washington. Um, and also there's casinos at the gas stations there. So it's like
Yeah.
it's literally just the craziest place. But outside of the strip, it is pretty quiet and normal, and that's why that and Imagine Dragons being there is why I moved there.
Sure. Yeah. Like Henderson area is pretty cool. But yeah, dude, as soon as you get off the airplane, there's
Oh
games
yeah,
to play.
it's like all over the place.
How soon do you think you will lose the Benson Boone fortune on the gambling in Vegas?
Well, I have not gambled yet, but um, if my luck continues, it should double first time
Oh,
I do, and then that's probably when I'll lose it. I'll get in my head and go again. Boom. It'll all be down the drain.
That's part of your true Hollywood story. And then he hit rock bottom.
And then he hit rock bottom.
And
Yep.
then he
That's
gambled
how,
all of his and Imagine Dragons money away somehow. I don't know how, but he did that. Well, what's your game of choice, by the way, if you do play? What
well, I've literally never done it. I think the only thing I know like the name of is blackjack, and I'm pretty sure that's like an intense one. So I'm just gonna go with blackjack, all
Yeah.
in or all out.
Boy, okay. Take it easy out there, will you? Stay away from that crap. You don't need that.
Yeah, I'm
You,
I'm not really planning on getting into that world anytime soon, so you
yeah.
don't have to worry about me.
Yeah, you don't need that drama. Listen, a lot of people, and I'm sure you're probably going to get sick of telling this story, but for those who don't know, most people probably know you from your time on Idol. Is that fair?
That's fair.
And the very little I know about it, all the judges loved you. Standing ovation from all of them, the entire world. Everybody's in love with you. Everybody wants to have Benson Boone's baby. Uh, Katy Perry said you could win this thing, dude, and you said I'm out. Pretty much.
Yep. Peace signs up. I'm out.
Why? Obvious question is why. What made you do that?
Well, that is a great question. During the competition, you get to meet like most of the contestants, and when I met them, like everyone is there with a purpose. Like everyone's been working for this their whole life, or they've been singing since they were a kid, and it's like they've been building up to this, and like this is their just climax, like point where they're gonna get, and then after that, boom, they have their career.
Yeah.
For me, I had literally started a year, like I figured out I could sing a year before the show. So like I was very much like Luke Bryan said, just in diapers, just super new to the game. And while I was on the show, like I didn't really know what kind of artist I wanted to be or who I wanted to be or if singing is even what I was going to do. So there were just a lot of things I wasn't really sure about. And I had two options. I could either continue on the show, just not really fully understanding what I want to do, or I could quit and figure out what I want to do, figure out what kind of artist I want to be, start writing my own music, and develop myself as an artist on my own. And I did that, and it has worked out pretty good so far.
That's pretty astute, dude. How did you even get that? Because you're right. Because if you did win that, there's, boy, I hate to put it on her, but Katy Perry might have sealed it on that one, saying you could win this, and then you're like, shit, what if I win this? Then I'm locked into this and I'm that, and that you're right. That comes with a lot,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
Yeah. And it's also like, I mean, obviously it's a really hard choice, and it was like one of the most difficult things I've ever done. But like when you come to think about your future, like would I rather be known as the kid that writes these smash hits or the kid that was from American Idol and that's how everyone knows me? Like I don't really want to have that reputation.
Yeah, and you're right. You pick your path, and let's be honest. Let's be frank. You got some nice visuals from being on it. Get in, get out, bounce.
Get
So
in, get out, take what I got, boom, just like
it's
blackjack.
it's almost mysterious, isn't it? It's like, hey, what happened to that one guy who?
Yeah, yeah. And it's like the way it happened, like I was just in for one episode, boom, that's it. There was nothing else.
Yeah. Boy, what a story. That's actually cool. Good for you, man. And I don't mean that condescendingly, but that's a big realization. Did somebody else help you with that? Is somebody kind of was in your ear about it?
That was more of my choice. And just something like I usually and like things like that. Like since I was a kid, I would just always want to do whatever's right in front of me.
Yeah.
And for once, I thought it would be smart to just step back from that mindset and look a little bit further into the future. So I can tell you that is not what I'm usually like. I'm usually just like, boom, I'm getting that. I'm doing it's done. Like right in front of me, I'm going for it. So
Yeah.
like I'm not like in any way this wise young kid. I'm just like I just thought about it just for once.
Well, I like it. Good decision. I mean, who the hell am I? But and from the outside looking in, it seems like a really good one. And you mentioned Dan from Imagine Dragons, by the way, one of our favorite artists on our station. And
Yeah.
I know he used to live here. He used to live in Eagle Rock, which is just off the 2 freeway by Pasadena and stuff. And now he bounced out back to Vegas. I think they're from Vegas originally.
Yeah.
What's the connection with these guys? How did that whole thing happen? This guy slide into your DMs like a creepy old man, or what?
Like a creepy old man. Yeah. Actually, it was very like shortly after I quit the show. And I don't know if that was word getting out or if it was like just him reaching out when he did. But he DM'd me and said he really liked, my style and my voice, and he wanted to write with me. So I got on a flight, went to Vegas, and for 3 days I stayed there and just wrote music with Dan Reynolds. And it went so well. That was my first time ever writing. And it was like, we had a blast and wrote great songs. And it was like, he kind of taught me the basics, and it was super fun. And so I flew back home to Washington, got a suitcase, put all my favorite clothes in it, and moved there and slept on my manager's beanbag for 2 months before I got my own little apartment.
Wow. So when you stayed there, wait, you stayed, how's his house? He must have this huge house. Superstar Dan Reynolds from Imagine Dragons.
He does have I would say, a fairly large house.
Yeah.
But
helicopter pad, all that stuff up on the roof.
Yeah, got a helicopter pad, water slide that goes from the helicopter pad to his living room, trampolines all over.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Exactly how I pictured it.
Yeah.
What do your friends think of all this? Or did you say, screw this, I'm famous, I'm getting new friends, I'm getting friends in the hills?
That is actually the opposite of what I ever want. But I think personally, I have like some of the coolest friends ever. I have a very and it's not like it's a pretty small but very tight friend group, and I've kept them close. And that's been like one of the things I do on my free time is I just go and, I mean, some of them are in college, some of them have jobs now, but it's like I just go and visit them whenever I can. But yeah, that's why I did not move to LA, is because I didn't want to just be that guy, move here, get new friends.
Sure.
Too cool for school. I never want that kid.
Yeah, good, man. That's good. Yeah, it's always interesting to see if they, because after that certain point in life, they go their own direction. They start to meet their forever person and have kids and all that stuff. And here you are living the dream in LA. They must look at you and go, "Damn, good for you." They must be proud.
Proud.
Yeah, good. They keep their phone number in your phone. Yeah. They should keep your number in their phone. Dude, talk about Ghost Town. So let's talk about this song. First of all, the song's about relationships for the most part, right? How many relationships have you been in? You been in a lot of these things? Are you in one now?
Well, when I wrote Ghost Town, I had zero relationship experience. And so the only sort of experience I had was my best friend. And he was in a toxic relationship, one that I told him not to get into, but he did anyway, obviously, like a friend would do. Mm-hmm. And so he's in this relationship, and I'm just his therapist. Like, he talks to me all the time about it. And so I'm just seeing the ups and downs, really just the downs of his relationship. And so I use that as inspiration. And also, I think of Ghost Town as a mature love song. And so it's also partially about me developing that maturity for myself as I move to Vegas and start doing music and living on my own and all that stuff.
Your friends are never going to tell you anything anymore because they know it's going to end up in a song. They're not going to confide in you ever again.
But maybe that means they're going to want to talk to me more because they can say that song is about me. So
dude, write a song about that one girl. You're like, yup.
Writing that down. Yeah.
Give them maybe a little bit, 10% of that writer's credit, something, to be inspiration.
Just on the down low.
Totally using your friends for that.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Listen, we're gonna play the song on Myfm. So when people actually hear the song, we press play like right now. Is there something in the song that you want them to listen for and say, "Hey, listen for this part. I worked really hard on this, like a vocal, a hook. I don't know, the drums. It's something about it that you really, really love that you wish everybody in the car would just be quiet and listen to."
I just want everyone to know, like, that is me playing those instruments. When you hear the instruments, when you hear the little guitar, when you hear the drums, like, that's me. That's me playing it, and I'm proud of that. So just take a little bit to just listen to the music itself, not just like bopping your head to the words. Just listen to the music.